Hello again, everyone. This is American Idioms Part 130. This is Part 130 in my American Idioms series, and like the others, I'll present 5 idioms to you numbered 646 to 650. But first, I'll give you a chance to guess their meanings. Then I'll give you the answers along with an additional example for each new idiom. I also recommend that you pause the video at each question to give yourself some extra time to think of the answers. So, are you ready? Okay, here we go. Number 646. Double down on something. And the example is, after the great success of our advertising campaign, our CEO has decided to double down on a huge increase in our advertising budget for the month. Can you guess the meaning? And the answer here is B, to significantly increase or strengthen effort toward some goal. Like in our example, they were having success with their advertising campaign, so the CEO decided to increase or strengthen the amount of money that they're going to put into it this month or for the month. All right. Now, this particular idiom can be used positively or negatively. In this case, it's a positive thing because they had success in the past. But this idiom is usually used in a negative way, like in our next example. Rather than admit his policies had failed, the mayor simply doubled down on his original political ideas. In this case, his policies have failed, all right? But he's still doubling down. He's still using them, okay? This is what we mean when it's a negative use, all right? Even though it's failed. And they do this a lot of times to fool people into thinking that they are correct. Even though they're wrong, they still double down on mistakes. Got it? Now for number 647, a surefire way. And the example is, if you want to make a lot of money selling your home, renovating your kitchen is a surefire way of boosting its value. Can you guess the meaning? And the answer here is C, a course of action that is certain to produce a successful or expected result. Yes, it's sure. You're sure of this action. In this case, in our example, we're talking about how if you renovate your kitchen, make it better, it's a surefire way, it's a course of action that's certain to be a success, right? You're going to make a lot more money when you sell your house if your kitchen is renovated. Got it? Here's another example. Many people believe that day trading in the stock market is a surefire way of losing all of your money very quickly. Okay, I happen to believe this, right? Day trading, meaning that anybody can trade in the stock market. And if you're not a professional, even professionals have a hard time. So if you're just a normal person, it's a surefire way of losing money, okay, by doing this kind of a trading. All right, so it's a surefire way, meaning that it's probably going to happen. You will lose a lot of money or all of your money. All right, and now for number 648, stride for stride. And the example is, our company is very small, but regardless of its size, we are still able to match our competitors stride for stride because of our experienced employees. Can you guess the meaning? And the correct answer here is B, at the same level of progress, skill, or success, meaning that you keep up with them or maintain your level of success, right, or skill. In this case, this company had many experienced employees, so they were able to maintain the level of, let's say, maybe production or sales, even though they were small. Here's another example. The only way that my son was able to keep stride for stride with the smartest kids in his class was studying all day long every weekend. All right, so this person's child was probably an average student, and he had to keep stride for stride or to maintain the same level as the smart kids in his class. And the only way he could do it was studying all day on the weekends. Okay, got it? Now for number 649, strike a nerve. And the example is, the newspaper article struck a nerve with the residents in the city when it reported the huge increase in crime over the past month. Can you guess the meaning? And the answer here is B, to evoke a strong emotional reaction. All right, to get you thinking, right? To really make you emotional. Like in this example, where this article reported how much the crime or crime rate had risen in that past month. So people were very, very concerned about this, right? It struck a nerve with them, as we say. Here's another example. The new documentary film about the homeless problem in New York State struck a nerve with audiences all across the country. All right, so this documentary film was so powerful that it struck a nerve with not just people in New York State, but across the whole country. All right, it struck a nerve. It made this emotional impact on people. And now for our final idiom, number 650, without batting an eye. And the example is, even though many people in the crowd were yelling at the mayor during his speech, he continued to speak without batting an eye. Can you guess the meaning? And the answer here is B, to react to a situation without showing any surprise, concern, or emotion, right? To not be fazed by anything, or to show that you're upset or even concerned about something. Like in our example, where the mayor was giving a speech and there were many critics in the crowd and they were yelling at him, but he never stopped talking. He just didn't make any kind of a reaction to them criticizing him. He just continued with his speech, right? Without batting an eye, we say. Here's another example. The corrupt stockbroker was able to lie to his clients about their investments without batting an eye. All right, this guy was really corrupt because it didn't bother him that he was lying to his clients about their investments. Okay, he did it emotionless, without batting an eye. He was not even concerned about them. This is how corrupt this stockbroker was. Got it? That's all for this video. Thanks again for subscribing, everyone, and please like and share the video to support the channel. And remember what I always say, keep practicing. See you next time.